George W. Bush rambled on about his father's legacy.
I've inherited half his friends and all his enemies.
That's almost funny. Describing himself as a compassionate conservative, which means he's lying about one or the other. Well, at least we know he can bull. Education expert George W. Bush weighed in on the state of America's public schools yesterday. Money should be spent on what Bush calls, quote, the moral landmarks that guide a successful life. Such landmarks might include being born rich, taking a 4-year coke-hazed stumble through an Ivy League school, and then being magically selected to be president.
Sources tell News 2 that the strategy tonight is going to be to bash Bush. Gang up on Bush, that's the strategy.
We've come a long way since that night in New Hampshire when you were beaten so badly by John McCain.
I've learned I'm a better candidate as a result of the tough race that John has won.
Al Gore and George W. Bush officially clinched their party's nomination. Now that Bush no longer has to assassinate the character of John McCain, he's dusted off the whole compassionate conservatism thing.
And George W. Bush is a saint.
You know, the idea of putting subliminal messages in the ads is ridiculous.
George Bush has a plan. Add a prescription drug benefit to Medicaid.
You talk about subliminal.
If Gore cannot beat the bumbling Texas governor with that horrific record, what good is it? Good heavens. I mean, this should be a slam dunk.
It is going to be a late night. I will tell you this. I'm going to wait for, in these, a state like Florida, for example, I'm going to wait till they count all the votes.
Big old retarded Florida.
CNN announces that we call Florida in the Al Gore column.
George Walker Bush has won Florida's 25 electoral votes.
CNN will confirm there will be a recount in the state of Florida.
The strength of our American democracy was displayed in this exciting election.
That's where we stand right now. After 19 days and endless court battles, the Florida vote has been certified by Florida Secretary of State Katherine Harris.
Our American democracy has triumphed once again,
Giving the state and the presidency to George W. Bush. Interesting fun fact, Al Gore got 350,000 more votes nationally, so that's kind of funny. The George W. Bush era begins. Ralph Nader says, stop looking at me like that.
I'm told by staff here that last night Bush was ecstatic that he helped put his father back in the White House.
Well, there's a new sheriff in town, and his name's George W. Bush.
So help me God.
So help me God.
The oath back and forth was helpful to the new president, who will spend most of his new administration simply repeating things other people tell him.
This inauguration was special, much in the way that some Olympics are special.
Short, simple, succinct, just the way his daddy explained it to him.
What do we do now? Did OJ or Monica do anything today? Now that he's entered his 5th month in office, I'd like to offer a hearty huzzah and kudos to President George Bush for fulfilling so many of his campaign promises. And he's done nothing but unite the world against us.
More nations have nuclear weapons, and still more have nuclear aspirations.
We Americans are in desperate need of strong political leadership. Wait, don't go away. I was kidding. Don't walk away. Come on.